Hello friends, Nathan here, and with everything going on in our world right now, I felt this weight on my heart to give you guys some encouragement. And so I wanted to share with you this revelation that I had with the guitar that was really comforting for me during one of the most stressful periods of my life. So whether you're feeling really frustrated and overwhelmed with the state of the world right now and with your current life situation, or if you're just feeling frustrated with your progress with the guitar or lack thereof, focusing on this one simple little truth is going to help you enjoy the guitar so much more, regardless of the stresses of the world and regardless of how slow your progress feels. After receiving my master's degree, I was so burnt out on the guitar that I barely picked it up for months. Now, how and why that happened is a conversation for another day, but I had lost all sense of joy in my playing. So I took a job working collections for a bank just to pay the bills while I tried to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. But it turns out that people aren't too fond of getting calls from bill collectors telling them it's time to pay up. So needless to say, it was a very stressful job. And it was very much so performance-based, meaning if I collected more money, I made more money, or if I collected less money, I made less money. Now, the problem with that is that a lot of the contributing factors to that were things that were out of my control. So I could perform like a rock star and still make less money because of those things that were out of my control. So a high-stress job that I was certainly not passionate about, and a fluctuating income largely based on things completely out of my control, all these contributed to this being one of the most stressful periods of my life. So after a few months of this, I did slowly start picking up the guitar again, and this is the time when I started experimenting with making my own guitar arrangements, which, as many of you know, is what rekindled my love for the guitar and inspired me to launch my YouTube channels and my career as an arranger. While arranging is ultimately what lifted me out of my burnout, that's not the revelation that totally changed how I think about the guitar. That revelation hit me when I came home from a stressful nightmare of a day at work. I picked up the guitar and I started to realize that I was beginning to find genuine comfort in playing guitar. And the more I thought about that, I realized that it was because of one simple, beautiful truth about the guitar. It was all in my control. If I played something wrong, it's because of something I did, and there were tangible steps that I could take to fix that mistake myself. If I nailed something, it's because of the work and the preparation that I put into that passage. So I know this sounds really simple, and it is, but that's part of the beauty of it. And honestly, I feel like we could all use a little bit of simple in our lives right now. But if you focus on this in your practice, it transforms your practice from an obligation full of frustrating mistakes and challenges into a relaxing and even therapeutic escape from the stresses of day-to-day life. Frustration and overwhelm related to the guitar come from both internal and external factors. The main internal factors are mistakes and a lack of progress. But when you start viewing mistakes in your playing as things that are ultimately under your control, that frustration starts to fade away and they become simply a challenge to overcome that doesn't have to take away from the joy or satisfaction you get out of playing. When I make a mistake, I know that if I slow down that passage enough, for long enough, I can fix it. Or maybe it's because of a shortcoming in a specific technique. I know that I can improve that technique by supplementing my practice with another piece or exercise that addresses that technique. The guitar is really black and white in that way, and I find that very comforting in a time when our lives are becoming more and more complicated. External factors that contribute to our frustration with the guitar can be any area of your life that you're currently struggling with outside of the guitar. So work, health, finances, relationships. When things aren't going well in other areas of our life, that tends to impact our enjoyment with the guitar or even our desire to pick it up in the first place. So that's when we need this mindset shift toward the guitar. especially when many of these things are out of our control. Enjoy the control you have over your guitar playing, mistakes, challenges, and all. When you pick up that guitar, take that time as an opportunity to let the rest of the world fade away and to enjoy the beautiful simplicity that with the guitar, if you put the time in, you will get better. If you slow down, you will get better. If you stick with it and you show up day after day, you will get better. And there aren't many areas in our lives that are that simple. Now, of course, all of this doesn't take away from the fact that the guitar is hard. It takes a lot of time and a lot of hard work to improve at the guitar. But the difference with this mindset is that it ensures that you enjoy that time and you enjoy that hard work, even if you're going through stressful and uncertain times in your life. I hope this encourages you to find new joy in your guitar playing journey, especially since I know that many of you are frustrated and overwhelmed by current circumstances, but we're all in this together and we need to look out for each other. So go make some beautiful music. The world needs that now as much as ever. And enjoy the process because you need that now as much as ever. Like I mentioned before, making guitar arrangements of the music that I love rekindled my passion for the guitar. So if you want to learn how to make your own classical and fingerstyle guitar arrangements, go to my website beyondtheguitar.com or follow the link down below in the description to take my free training, Fretboard Freedom, where I teach you how to find and play chords anywhere on the fretboard. This is an absolutely essential skill for anybody who wants to make guitar arrangements that involve playing melodies and chords simultaneously. So I want to teach it to you for free. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button to let me know and to help more people see it. And make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on so you never miss future videos. And as always, much love, and I'll see you in the next one.